Hi guys, we're here with Dena today. She's demonstrating the cake mixes from Moda, and we're going to be looking at how easy it is to put together quilt squares using the great cake mixes. I'm so excited. So Dena, take it away.
Yes, the cake mixes, this is a wonderful product because it's good not only for beginners, but it's also good for the experienced quilter that just wants a quick and easy project to do. I've had a lot of grandmothers, they buy it to give to their granddaughter in order to spend a little time together. So to start with, you're going to need 2 layer cakes. You're going to need one that's your foreground, one that's your background, and then you're going to need your recipe cards. There are 8 different recipe cards in which you can get. And on the front of the recipe card, it'll tell you how many blocks you get and what size you get. I'm doing number 6 today. One sheet from this will do 2 6-inch blocks. So it's real easy to start. Grab a foreground, grab a background. I'm going to take this and I'm just going to place them right sides together, and then I'm going to grab a recipe card and I'm going to put it on top. I'll stick just a couple of pins in there just so that things don't shift on me while I am sewing. So let's get a couple of pins. So it's real easy. On here you're going to look for the star, and the star will say start, and you're going to sew on the dotted lines, and then you're going to cut on the solid lines, and the lines are numbered, so you would just start. And when you're doing with your machine, shorten your stitch length a little bit, and I'll show you later why that's important. And I'm just going to take it and I'm just going to sew my line number 1. And I sew past the solid line so I can sew over, and then I can start down and sew line number 2. Here is one right here in which all of the lines have now been sewn. I can take my pins out, and then I'm going to take it over to my rotary cutting mat, and I am going to cut on the dotted lines. But of course, to the magic of filming this, it's already done. And this is why it's important to shorten your stitch length. Is I'm going to take it and I'm just going to fold right along where my seam is. And then I'm going to grab it and it just tears right away. And so I'm going to take all of my paper off of it, and then I can take it over to my iron and I can press it open, and I have a perfect half square triangle. This one also, the other shape that you are going to be making is a square, but it's just a 2-color square. And so we open it up, and so we get these pieces. Now, with this particular one, there are a lot of different ways in which you can put it together. The pattern itself will show it has 5 different ways to put it together. You are not limited to just these ways. You're only limited by your imagination. So now here's one that I have that is all ironed. And so I have my squares, the straight, I have the half square triangles, and I have a solid square, which is also part of it. And so now I can just start laying this out ever which way I want to lay it out. And so now I've created that block. But watch this. So I'm just going to rotate these. Same pieces, just now a complete different look. So with each page, you will be able to create basically the inverse of one another. But you're not limited to just that. You can bring in, what if I bring in another color? This is another shape. All of these shapes were made using the same cake mix. On the United Notions website, there are free patterns in which you can get for your cake mixes. We have here in the store this kit right here. This entire quilt is made using cake mixes. We also have this book. And in this book, this will give you 2 different quilts for every cake mix. So it's just a fun, simple way to do it. And if you're interested in doing it, on June 19th, we are going to have a sew-in. So for $15, you can come in with a group of everybody, and you just bring your favorite layer cake and your cake mix recipes, and we can sew all day long and have fun creating and have friends to help you to create.
Great. Thanks so much, Dena.